She takes the time to understand his unique personality. Let me turn off the sound on the computer. Gosh, it takes YouTube so long to switch everything over. Welcome in if you guys are a little early. I'm just going to set up the chat. Hey, Kathy Doherty. Let me just set this up really quick. Hey, Rita Close. Just setting up my screen on my desktop here. Hey, Jewel Giacon. Just got to close out some of the other things on my computer here. I wish I could set these things up in advance, but I can't. It's something that has to be set up when I'm already on live. Hey, Donna McCoy. Kathy X50. Or is that an O? X50. Okay, let me just get this link. I know some people will complain about this and they'll be like, why didn't you set this up ahead of time? But I can't do that. So I'm just going to pin a comment. Let me put the link. And I'm going to hit go. And I'm going to mark it as a pinned message. There we go. How you doing, Donna McCoy? Jay? Oh, you're on your way to your anniversary dinner. Well, happy anniversary. Don McWhirter. Let's see. Who did I miss? Yeah, we're just getting started here. This is kind of an important one today. You know, I said the other day, I hesitate to go on if I don't have any new credible information. Can't read the name. It looks like it's Russian, but hello. Welcome in. Where are you coming in from? It's written in a different language, but it looks Russian to me. We'll just call you K9M. No, I'll just call you K9. 37 people. Okay, well, I'm April Davis, PI. I am a licensed California private investigator, and I am doing a live series daily on the Nancy Guthrie case. Yeah, gosh, I should have looked up the days before I started. What is it, 120 or 121? Didn't look it up this time because I didn't put it in the title. Oh, Russia, that's what I thought. Well, welcome in, Russia. And Smirshov, are you also in from Russia? Or are you from another country? Let me know. I love having people from all over the world come in. Let's see. What does this mean? Yeah, I'm gonna be my own mod today. Okay, geez, this is a tough one. Oh, thank you for the thumbs up already. I barely started. We're only like 4 minutes into this, and I got 6 thumbs up. That really helps the channel. Also, the red hearts help the channel. It helps, YouTube with the algorithm and bring people in. This is a tough one because I do have to be very careful. Oh, you're from Crimea. Well, welcome in. I have to be very careful about what I say. Extremely careful. I am a licensed private investigator and I do understand the legal implications of anything that we discuss here on YouTube. Everything that's said is just in my humble opinion, or I'm reporting what the news media is reporting. Everybody here on my channel is innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Just so you know, when I'm done with this video, I'm going to upload a picture in the comments after the video is complete today. It'll be the same photo that you see in the thumbnail. Uh, yeah, this is like I said, I got to be careful. You know, I have a viewer here who comes in pretty regularly. You guys probably know him. He's a retired bounty hunter. And he said a couple days ago in one of my chats that there's something cooking, but he couldn't really say what. And I don't remember his exact words. I'd have to go through hours and hours of video and slowly watch the chat go by. There's no way to just see the whole chat, but he kind of indicated that something may be cooking, and I offered that he could obviously send a private email. Oh, thank you for the sunshine, Mary Fish. Welcome in. I haven't heard from him. If I had, I would just say, hey, I can't discuss it, but I have not received any emails from him regarding that comment that he made. It may have been Friday or Saturday. I think it was probably Saturday. That's like a 3-hour video, so it would take too long to go through it and find that comment. But he is a retired bounty hunter, as I am a mostly retired private investigator. And sometimes we have access to information. And I don't in this particular case. I am simply reporting on the Nancy Guthrie case. But if you notice, I didn't put Nancy Guthrie in the thumbnail today. I did mention her in today's title. Uh, Let me get my little calculator here. I always do this before I start, but I didn't do it today, just simply because I didn't put it in the title. Okay, it's day number 121. I'll put that on my little boogie board notepad in front of me. Day is 121. Okay, we got a troll. Okay. So, I'm sure you guys, watching here, not living under a rock. Hey, Kathy, welcome in. Uh, Dog the Bounty Hunter. Interesting fellow. Uh, he is looking for somebody. He's looking for somebody right now who he has identified. Let me just look at the picture just to make sure. Don't want to make any mistakes on this one. He is looking for a wanted fugitive by the name of Kenny Arsene Marie Louise Rowland. Hey, Peggy. No religion in your tavern. I've got my mojo. Hello. Yeah, I love Dog the Bounty Hunter too. Now, just so you know, yeah, I know. I'm gonna let certain things go. Uh, this is more important. Let the trolls be trolls. It'll bring people in. Uh, this Kenny Arsene Marie Louise, which is kind of weird. Kenny Arsene Marie Louise, spelled like a woman's Marie Louise. Roland. He has his last name spelled as Roland. The traditional spelling. Well, Roland could be Rowland, but he spells it Roland. But I found a man of the same name, even with that funky female name inserted in the middle, as Roland, Roeland. And coincidentally, Kenny Arsene Marie Louise Roland, no matter how you're spelling it, has an address history here in LA County. Small world. On the wanted poster, it does mention that he has a California driver's license. He could be anywhere, and he's extremely dangerous. Yeah, I'm going to put a copy of that thumbnail in my comments when this is done. Yeah, he is an old dog, isn't he, Clint? Let's see. Well, let me tell you about Dog. Dog is licensed in Hawaii and Colorado. Just saying. As far as I know, to my knowledge, I've never heard of him being licensed in California. Now, I haven't looked up, but according to Google, and Google could be wrong, he is licensed in Colorado and Hawaii, which I was already aware of. And California has very specific laws about bounty hunting. Now, I can work cases in other states as long as I don't cross state lines. I could be looking for somebody in New York, and then get on the phone, ringy dingy dingy, to a licensed and insured private investigator in New York and hire that person as an independent contractor, as long as I'm running the case from Los Angeles, because I don't have a license to practice in New York. And I'm sure bounty hunters, they do the same thing. They may not have a license to practice in other states other than what states they're licensed in, but they can always go ringy dingy dingy. Hello, this is Dog the Bounty Hunter, and we're looking for this particular person. And the wanted poster says substantial cash reward. Now, my tip here was he's got a driver's license in California. I looked him up. I've got his rap sheet right in front of me. Okay. That's all I'm saying. This is a dangerous man. The bail that he jumped is for $325K. That's not a huge bail. That's not huge. That's not like Dog the Bounty Hunter huge. But Dog is involved in this. It's posted on his official Facebook page. Now, I'm hearing rumors that it could or could not, and I very much want to emphasize it could not be related to the Nancy Guthrie case. I doubt it, but I don't know. It's a very large, well, it's not that large of a bail, but it says that there's a substantial cash reward. From who? From Dog? Or has Dog been hired independently by a private person? I can't see Dog coming into California without a license in California and calling up a California bounty hunter going, okay, let's look for this guy. Parole jumpers, his game. Absolutely, Clint. Leona says he doesn't go after unalivers or people with affiliations. Dog never hunts criminals. He always hunts minor infractions, petty shoplifters, things like that. Peggy, hello. Just scrolling backwards here. Okay. I used to watch them all the time too, Mary, but I haven't had cable in years. So, uh, some comments I'm just going to skip today. So this guy, his date of birth is 9/9/88. He's described as 6'1", 205 pounds, black hair, brown eyes. The pictures that is listed on Dog's poster with the alternate spelling of Roland absolutely does not fit the description of front porch guy at all. But it is intriguing that besides his name of Kenny Arsene Roland, that he's also known as Kenny Arsene Marie Louise Roland, multiple spellings of Roland. Why is there a girl's name inserted with a guy's name? Are we talking a transgender? Are we talking somebody with multiple identities? I have seen things listed online for Roland, Roland, and for Roland, the court records here in California have them as Roeland. Now, I could run them through DMV, but I'm not going to because I'm not working this case. So therefore, I would not have an authorized purpose to run his driver's license. And it wouldn't give me an address or a picture anyway. But I already have his picture and I already have his addresses. And I know this is probably just a coincidence. It's probably a coincidence. But, as a PI, I do get worried about coincidences. I have his address history. I've got everything on this guy: social security number, date of birth, address history, civil files, criminal filings. I got the whole 9 yards. And he does have an address history in Los Angeles County at times in the same general area as our old friend Derek Colella, also known as Derek Calleja, also known as the Tex Ransom guy. Also for being in that band, Secret Mutilator, that is promoted by the same mojito that promotes Tommaso's band, Early Dark. Or is it Early Black? I can never remember now. Early Black? Early Dark. I think it's Early Black. I can never remember. Same thing. Black, dark, gruesome. It's just dark. Uh, so Tommaso's band, this is how long this case has been going. 121 days. I can't even remember Tommaso's band's name. Is it Early Black or Early Dark? Somebody look that up for me. Um, and there are coincidences. LA County has 12 million people. And if this guy's a local, he could be all over the map. But I'm just saying that some of his prior addresses are pretty closely situated in areas of Los Angeles where Derek is known. Not the same addresses, not the exact same specific street address and apartment numbers, but in that general area. Now, he's also got addresses much closer to me. He's got multiple filings that are close to me. Joyce, welcome in. Happy Pride Month, Elisa Lover Festival. Let's see. Our dog's son still hunting with him too? That's a good question. You'd have to ask Dog. Suzanne sent a sparkle. Thank you so much, Suzanne. Let me go over to the main YouTube page on my desktop so I can see everybody's comments and make sure that I have my settings on my chat. Okay. Just want to make sure I'm not missing anybody's comments. Let's see. Okay, I saw Elisa, Mary, and Joyce, and Cali Girl on Fire. How you doing, my friend? This question has nothing to do with true crime, so I'm just going to take that. I'm just going to take that out for a while. How does one become a bounty hunter? Well, every state has a different requirement, and you do have to be licensed in California. I just looked this up before we started, actually, because I was interested in this at one time, but my plate was full with PI work. Let's see. To become a bounty hunter, officially known as a bail fugitive recovery agent in California, you must obtain a specialized license through the Department of Insurance. Under state law, individuals cannot perform fugitive recovery without holding this specific credential, meeting mandatory training hours and securing a surety bond. Yes, you must be at least 18 years of age. Now, this is California. You must be a documented resident. You must be a documented United States citizen. You must have no felony convictions on your record whatsoever, no exceptions, kind of like being a PI. California requires the completion of 2 distinct educational courses totaling 60 hours. Well, that sounds easy to me. I put in 8 years before I got my PI license. A 20-hour pre-licensing class, you must complete 20 hours CDI approved pre-licensing bail education course. It's a classroom curriculum that covers the rights of the accused, ethics, and California insurance codes. I've definitely done a lot of things with the Department of Insurance in California. 40-hour arrest course. You must complete a 40-hour powers to arrest course certified by the California Commission on Peace Officer Standards and Training, meaning post certificate, pursuant to Penal Code Section 832. This block covers search and seizure, arrest control, and legal limitations on the use of force. So that's much more than what I had to complete for my guard card. You must secure a $1,000 surety bond, and you must have a liability policy. I think at least a minimum. My neighbor, why are you such a butthole sometimes? Oh my God. 50 people watching, 22 thumbs up. Everybody, subscribe to me. Like this video, share this video. Let me just get a total. We started at 3119 and I'm still at 3119. 51 people watching and I haven't gained one subscriber. Oh my gosh. So yeah, in California, you do have to have some training. Thomas Sione's band is early black. I thought so, but I keep saying early dark by mistake. Mimi, welcome in. I love your dedication on this mystery case. Thank you. Hey, Alcine Kadari. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Welcome back. Thank you for all the thumbs up, the red hearts, anything that's popping up on my screen right now. It just goes by so quick, as do the jewels. But thank you. It all helps. Today, remember, is June 1st, and I've already spent some money today on this channel because I did some court searches that I actually had to pay for. So both civil and criminal, by the way. It's not free. Now, I didn't actually go hire someone to retrieve files because I'm not working this case. But I know a little bit of who some of the victims are in regards to the civil filings, and there's quite a few, including civil harassment and stalking. Just going to say that. And there's quite a few criminal filings. Didn't look them all up, but some of them are assault with deadly weapon and stalking. Now, the reason this dude that we're talking about here is in trouble now, Kenny, he's in trouble for jumping a $325,000 bail. But like I said, Dog, the bounty hunter, he is licensed in Colorado and Hawaii. The fact that Dog's involved in this in another state, although he's probably, doing it comfortably from his home in Hawaii or Colorado, that tells me this could be something big. I have no proof whatsoever that this is connected in any way to Nancy Guthrie. Let me take a swig of my diet ginger beer. God bless the people that sent me those. And Mary Fish has sent a beautiful butterfly. Thank you, Mary. I very much appreciate that. Let's see. Who have I missed? I'm still not seeing all the messages on my phone that are coming through the computer. There we go. Maggie, hello, April, and all the beautiful people, minus the trolls. Yeah, I'm self-modding today, everybody. Let's see. Yeah, has anybody here heard about this lovely guy? And you can go to Dog the Bounty Hunter's official Facebook page, Kenny Arsene Marie, like a girl's name, Marie, dash Louise, also a girl's name, not Lewis, but Louise Roland. He spells it Roland, and the Roland that I have is Roeland. And I believe the same man at one time may have made some smaller appearances as an actor and or stuntman in a few movies. It's a very unusual name, Kenny Arsene Roland. And Kenny's usually short for Ken or Kenneth, but this is Kenny Arsene Roland. He's also connected in the background to quite a few Armenian names. He kind of looks Armenian, actually, but his last name is Roland. But he's got quite a few associations with Armenian women and Armenian attorneys. Not that that means anything. Well, I think I just have to take somebody out. Okay. So Dog the Bounty Hunter thinks he knows who the perp is. I'm not saying that at all, VMS. I'm saying that Dog the Bounty Hunter is looking for a Kenny Arsene Marie Louise Roland. Dog the Bounty Hunter has not said a single word about Nancy Guthrie. Dog the Bounty Hunter is looking for Kenny Arsene Marie Louise Rowland. Doesn't say, that's okay, BMS, doesn't say who or what this guy is wanted for, but I've already checked that out. He's jumped bail on a $325,000 bail from a case that's a few years old. I didn't look up every single file and every criminal file, but the criminal files that I did look at are felonies, including assault with deadly weapons, also known as ADW, and felony stalking, and multiple civil harassment prevention cases, which would probably have restraining orders or at least temporary restraining orders listed within the files. I'm not looking for this guy, so I'm not going to send my people to court to pull all these files just so I can read it here. It's not important. What's more important in the bigger picture here is, why is Dog the Bounty Hunter looking for a guy that is connected to California when, as far as I know, he is licensed in Colorado? Well, definitely licensed in Colorado and Hawaii. There has to be some mucho dinero involved in this, especially if he's willing to award someone a substantial cash reward leading to information to his arrest. Because that would mean that if Dog gets like a big reward, he would have to share it with somebody. So he's like, he really wants this guy. We don't know why. He doesn't even say on the wanted poster what the guy is wanted for. But I know what he's done, at least in California. I haven't looked him up in other states. I've only looked him up in California, and I'm specifically more interested in what he's done or is accused of doing in LA County. Yeah. So let's see. One of the cases, which goes really far back, is a stalking case, and the guy he actually pled no contest. Noli contendere means no contest. And that's an old one from 2011. There's another one in 2018 that's an ADW case, also pleaded no contest. There's one in 2022 that's a felony, ADW, and stalking. That is the case that he appears to have jumped bail for. The bail was set at $325K, but that's still an active case all the way back to 2022. Also, he was charged in 2023 with making an annoying phone call. Okay, don't know how that one turned out. If it's still open or if it was already closed, don't know. He's also got a 2024 case regarding a bail bond. And is that connected to the 2022 case? I don't know. But the one that everybody seems to be interested in is this 2022 felony stalking and assault with a deadly weapon case, for which he has now jumped bail. Mary Fish says she doesn't know why I keep going in and out of your channel. The phone is acting up. You can always sign out and come back in. That might help. Oh, gosh. Trolls. I guess that means I'm successful on YouTube, that I have trolls now. Mary, on TikTok, I don't know if you got my message and didn't see it, that this guy, that Dog, believes it's the perp. There was a couple of people on TikTok talking about it that are kind of reliable. I haven't seen anything on TikTok, Mary. That's interesting. I did see there's a woman that I watch occasionally who has a Facebook page, and she does like little reels, little shorts on the Nancy Guthrie case, and she has brought this case up too. But, once again, she doesn't have any information that this is related to Nancy Guthrie. But, you know, the timing is kind of coincidental because one of our viewers here who is a regular, I have not seen him today, who is a known retired successful bounty hunter, he did mention, publicly in my chat a few videos ago that something was cooking. I don't remember the exact wording. I would have to go, spend 3 to 5 hours going through old videos to try to find that comment. Um, I did offer him the ability to send me a private email. If you do send me an email, anybody, aprildavispi@gmail.com, it is private. Um, and try not to spam my inbox with the manifesto crap, or I'll just block you. There's only so much time in my day. Um, I guess so. Yes, yay, yay. Go ahead. I could use prayers. Pray for my well health. How about that? Continue to improve health. Oh gosh, 49 people in the house. I got 29 thumbs up currently. Let me see. What have I missed? Oh, hey, Brian. Welcome in. Brian, you've been watching a lot of my replays, and that really helps as far as the views. I appreciate that. Yeah, I've got to get it up in the views before I can consider myself a successful YouTuber. Uh, well, I'll have to check it out, Mary. I'll check that out TikTok later tonight. I don't know if you got my message. I don't have any messages from you, Mary. Did you send me an email or on TikTok? I don't know if you got my message. Oh, did you send me a message on TikTok? I don't sign into TikTok very often. So if you sent me a message on TikTok, then I didn't see it. But I will go check it out. Um, that dog believes it's the perp. I wonder why dog might believe it's the perp. I'm not saying that he does. I'm just saying that that's what Mary says in her chat message here. She says, "That's right, April. Life is too short for all the spamming and trolling." No problem, Brian. I'm glad you can help too. That's so good. Um, Robert, is it Boise or Boys? Says, "Hello. Where are you coming in from, Robert?" That's what I saw on TikTok. That was 2 or 3 people, so allegedly. But remember, also TikTok said that Z-Man was detained with Luke Daly that night, and then offed himself in a white van in the Culver's parking lot. And that wasn't exactly true now, was it? Because we've since seen, live videos of Zach, or I should say Z-Man, in, allegedly coming from Amon Jordan. Uh, so yeah, you know, uh, what a shock for him to wake up to be accused of being an unaliver, a kidnapper, and that he was, DEAD. Can you imagine waking up from a nice night's sleep and you've got all of a sudden 66,000 followers on your Instagram, and they think you either unalive somebody, kidnap somebody, or that you took yourself out in a white van in a country that you're not even in at the moment. Like, oh boy. And also being mislabeled as LD when those are two separate people. I know. Things can, things can go chaotic very quickly. Um, you're from Boise, Idaho. I came in late, so I'm confused as to why this guy would be related to the Nancy Guthrie case. We don't know that, B Miss, but we know that he, um, according to this wanted poster, he has a California driver's license. And I have confirmed A California address history. I have confirmed an address history in LA County. And coincidentally, he also has an address history in the same part of LA County that our friend Derek Kalala resides. Now, do they know each other? I have no idea. And Dog says he could be anywhere. Hey, Lori, welcome in. Okay. Yeah, I have no idea if it's related or not related to the Nancy Guthrie case. Um, I will post that photo that's in my thumbnail. I'll post that photo in the comments of the video once this video closes out. As far as I know, Dog is licensed in Hawaii and Colorado, but I don't think there's a problem if he would, you know, get a tip of somebody in California that he couldn't hire another, agency to go in and make the arrest. But for whatever reason, Dog wants this guy bad. And there is a bounty hunter that comes onto this channel, my channel, who did say a couple days ago that he's heard about something that was cooking. And I don't know if that's the words he used. I'd have to find his comment. And I don't have time to go through hours and hours of video, but he implied that, something may be going down on this soon. And then this happened to pop up. Coincidence? I don't know. As a PI, I don't like coincidences. But it could be a completely separate situation. This guy's pictures, he does look like an Armenian male. He has big, thick, furry eyebrows. Definitely not eyebrows of front porch guy. He is associated with several women that have a few that have Armenian last names, and he's got some Armenian attorneys listed on his various cases. Just saying. 6'1", 205 pounds with black hair and brown eyes. Date of birth 9/9/1988. But substantial cash reward for information leading to his arrest. Any calls will remain confidential, according to Dog. But he also states, like, you better not be spamming him or blowing up his phone without a legitimate tip, or you will be blocked, because he doesn't have time for that. And I understand. It is kind of bizarre, isn't it, Mary? Emerald Eyes, I rewound to the beginning because I'm late. So if I comment or something that has already been said, please understand. No problem. Yeah, I know Venus, she didn't come in right away either. People come in, at different times. So that's why I was very careful in the title of the video to put a question mark. Is this wanted fugitive connected to the Nancy Guthrie kidnapping case? I don't know yet. Yes, Venus says, I'm going to look this up. I am intrigued now. And everything that I checked today, by the way, is all public record. Dog, he don't play. You're right, Mary. There's a reason that he's getting the word out like everywhere that he's looking for this guy. I just can't see him being brought into a case in California for some, $325,000 bail jump, on a case from what, 2022? Or was it the 2023? I think it was the 2022 case. And it's been dragging out for years and years in the courts, and all of a sudden now the guy's jumped, and now, Dog's in Hawaii and Colorado. Dog is like, how old is Dog? Like, what is he, like 75, 76? Hey, Roger Forever. Thank you, my friend. First super chat of the day. Let me get over to my main channel screen here so I can heart that. Everybody give Roger Forever 777 a like on his super chat. Remember, today is June 1st. And I've already spent more than $2 today just looking up some of this stuff that I had to look up quickly. Databases are never free. And I wanted to be very careful because I don't want to misspeak about anybody. Yeah, he's probably in his mid-70s, says VMiss. Well, let me look it up. I just have to keep moving this very large tripod that's sitting on my desk. And I love it. I'm not complaining about it, but it blocks my screen. And it's hard to sit here because I have such a messed up back and neck and spine that just looking this information up before I even came on the air, I was already like, my neck. But this chair is better for my back than the sofa that has the broken spring. How old is Dog the Bounty Hunter? Yeah, I two-finger type. Says he's 73 years old. Born February 2nd, 1953. Well, that's the day I started reporting on this case, the Nancy Guthrie case, age 73. Born in Denver, Colorado. Okay, I didn't know that. I thought 70s. Yeah, wow, 73. God bless him. You know, Dog has a criminal past, and he I guess found Jesus and turned his life around and has helped a lot of people. Um, yeah, Bemis says, yes, I can only sit in certain chairs for any period of time. Sucks having back issues. Yes, I did get my package, and it was a disaster. First of all, I got off the air early yesterday because the Amazon man was in the building. It turned out it wasn't my Amazon man. And even though it said I was one stop away, it was still like another hour before, he finally showed up in my building, the one that I was waiting for. It was a very heavy box. There was another box within that box. And once I got that box out, there was another box within that box. And I got the whole thing put together and was so jazzed, like, oh, I can't wait to use this. But now there's the final piece. I have to attach the phone adapter to this piece of equipment, and it didn't attach. And one of the lenses, it came with 3 lenses, this device that I bought. One of the lenses, the glass fell out and hit the friggin' floor. Didn't break, but it was in multiple pieces, and it was the most important lens that I needed, the 25 times lens. And it wouldn't connect to the phone properly. It was all Chinese janky. Excuse me, I'm not trying to be mean to my Chinese or my Asian friends, but I can't afford to lose a brand new iPhone 17 that I have 35 more months of payments on when it hits the driveway and it can't see anything because the phone adapter is all janky. So, and then I couldn't carry it to my car. It was too heavy. But luckily, UPS picked it up today. And hopefully, my little Alexa by this evening will be saying, "We received your return." And I will get all my money back. Thank you for asking. I know that's has nothing to do with what we're talking about, but I really wanted to be able to film something through this equipment that didn't work out. We'll just have to deal with that again another day. Um, it was a big hassle. And then I was like, where the heck am I going to put this thing in my small little place? And how am I going to carry it? And then I'm going to have to get a chair and a power source because, my phone was draining the battery the whole time I was trying to get the phone and the lens connected. And I was just like, my phone hit the floor several times just in my living room. Like, this isn't going to work. This is junk. And I kind of, after I ordered it, I worried about it. Like, that's not really what I want. And it's probably not going to work, but let me give it a try. It was just it just ruined my whole day, let me tell you. And especially since yesterday was the last day in the month to like, get the views and be on the air and talk to people before the midnight hour where it starts all over again on June 1st. So, Ziggy says, I bought a bunch of filming equipment for live stream and everything went wrong. I couldn't hook it up right. So frustrating, Ziggy. So frustrating. Uh, yeah. I mean, I can't even do OBS, but I am very mechanically inclined. I come from a family of engineers, four engineers in the family, three of which I'm bio related to. And, I'm very good mechanically with putting things together and hooking things up. Um, I'm not that computer savvy enough to get by, but, you know, I guess that's why Amazon had it on sale because they're not selling. Um, so you know what? Screw it. Yeah, I do have insurance for my phone. Absolutely. But last time I had to use it and they sent me a replacement iPhone 13, it was it was refurbished and it only lasted less than a year. Um, yeah, I do have insurance. And that's a lot more expensive on the iPhone 17 than it was the iPhone 13. Ah, now we just aren't going to talk religion or we're not going to talk. I'm going to slide on some of the religious stuff today, but I'm not going to slide on the political talk. Okay. So yeah, I don't know if this man who dog really, really wants, if he is or isn't connected to the Nancy Guthrie case. I don't know. And I don't know anything more than what I've already told you. I did confirm the criminal filings and the civil filings in Los Angeles County. There are multiple spellings of his name, including a woman's name slid into the middle of a male's name. So I'm not sure what that's about because I really don't think somebody would call you Kenny Arsene Marie Louise Roland with two different spellings. You know, that sounds like somebody who's a bad guy who may use multiple identities. Maybe. Not investigating this man. Um, American last name, but he does have a lot of Armenian associations online. Could be American Armenian or Armenian American, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Uh, yeah. Ah, yeah. So what do you guys, besides the person that told me about the TikTok message, which I didn't see. If you sent that message through TikTok, I very rarely go on my TikTok. I have so many like old messages and people wanting to connect on TikTok. I haven't posted a video there in years. There's Facebook, there's TikTok, there's Instagram, there's YouTube. I'm still trying to conquer YouTube. Um, I'm not that good at it that I could, well, let's have multiple platforms going at the same time. Now, with my part-time reselling, yeah, I use multiple platforms, but for my videos, everything is mostly is just posted here on YouTube. Occasionally, I'll post a link on Threads. Uh, I have an X account, but I don't use that anymore at all. So if you guys are sending messages on X or TikTok, I'm sorry I didn't see them. I think the chat is stuck. Oh, you're back. Hey, Kathy. I didn't see you for a moment. I was just going to ask, is Kathy still in the chat? uh, yeah. So, am I the only one here besides that one commenter that has heard about this guy? Can anybody definitively connect this guy um, to Nancy Guthrie? Had some things to do. Understandable, Kathy. But I appreciate you coming here today. Jane Rice says, hello, Kathy. Yeah. And who sent me a sunshine? Suzanne. Oh no, Susan M. Susan M. Oh my gosh. Susan M., also known as Sue for Massachusetts, right? Tell me Susan M. We have so many Sues, Susans, and Suzannes now. It's like all the Kathys and the Kellys and the Catherines and the Roger. Boy, Roger's just like he's just coming through today. Um, Let me scroll down on my desktop. I'm gonna heart that. Everybody give Roger forever a like. Oh, and for Roger's lovely wife, Jay, yes, I did get your emails, and I did respond to the first one with a question. How have you been doing, Susan M. in Massachusetts? I hadn't seen you lately. I was thinking about you. And you know who I've been thinking about too is a she was a new viewer that came in, and she sent a lot of comments to me like on a video in the middle of the night, and she sent me some emails, and she bought a lot of things off the YouTube um, or the Amazon wish list for YouTube. A simple kind of gal. She actually lives in Miss Nancy's neighborhood, and I haven't seen her in a long time. I actually sent her an email like, hey, I haven't seen you. I'm going to go live, and is everything okay? And because I thanked her multiple times in my chats, but I don't know if she wasn't watching those chats and she didn't hear my thank yous, or I don't know, but she's just disappeared off the map. She's probably working, but uh, I was thinking about Susan in Massachusetts, and I was thinking about um, Sandra in Tucson. Getting ready for summer visitors. Well, that sounds exciting, Susan. Yeah, we're just discussing this guy that dogged the bounty hunters after today. I actually saw it yesterday. The post might have been up the day before because it seemed to me it was 2 days ago that I heard from one of my viewers here who's a retired bounty hunter that something was cooking. Um, okay. Emerald Eye says Marie Dash Louise, traditionally a female name, is included in his name. Yes, it comes from French naming customs. In many Francophone cultures, I don't know how to pronounce that, it is very common for men to be given female names of family. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Yeah, because we've got them as officially Kenny, Arsene, Marie, Louise, Roland, but Dog has them spelled Roland, and all the criminal and civil filings, and it is the same guy, um, are spelled with an Roeland. And I do see someone on the Internet Movie Database. They don't have his picture because you have to pay for that picture on IMDb. Um, yeah, and my friend who passed away, her picture is still up on there, and I don't know who has paid for that because eventually that picture should disappear. Um, I never knew that until that all happened, that you have to pay for the picture to be on IMDb. So his picture is not posted, but he's listed as actor stuntman in three, you know, B movies or something. Looks like it could be the same guy. Oh, pronounced Francophile? Um, or Francophone? Or is this a French name and I don't speak French? I know the Spanish pronunciations, but not the French ones. So I'm just awful with that. So yeah, it's kind of weird. Like, okay, but maybe it is some sort of a family thing. But yet he looks Armenian with an American last name, and there's several, there's a couple of women that are listed as the petitioners on the civil harassment cases, and two of which have very similar names, and they're Armenian. And he's got on some of his cases, he has Armenian uh, attorneys that are listed. Um, yeah, this is interesting. It doesn't mean that it's the end all of end all, and that this is well, we already have an identity on Front Porch Guy, and it doesn't mean that at all. Because this guy, he's 6'1", 205. I don't think Front Porch Guy is that large at all. Doesn't mean that he couldn't be one of the players. Uh, I just find it strange that, Dog the Bounty Hunter, who operates out of Honolulu, Hawaii, and Colorado, the Denver area, and is licensed in Colorado and Hawaii, has put out this wanted fugitive poster for a man who is connected to California. Oh, a Francophile is someone with strong love for French culture and food. Oh, okay. See, I learn something new every day on here. And I like learning things, because PIs, we always have to learn. We're always training for our entire lives, it never ends. Um, I will look up on my TikTok, though, to see if somebody did send me a message. But remember, TikTok, they're the ones who had Luke and Z-Man as the same person. And Z-Man being unalived in a white van in the Culver's parking lot, which wasn't true at all. He may not even have been in the country on February the 13th. So, rumors do get started. People run with them. Let's see. It's just, there's nothing new to report, um, you know, than what I've already talked about for the last 120 days. But this story is out, and we do have a regular that comes in here. I have not seen him today, who is a retired bounty hunter who insinuated in a prior, very recent video of mine that something may be getting ready to go down. And then this popped up. Could just be a coincidence. It could also be a coincidence that this man's some of his address history here in LA County is in the same neighborhood as Derek's address history. And through the 6 degrees of separation, you know, Derek's people know Tommaso's people. Well, they have some of the same people. So um, I know it's a stretch. Another troll. There haven't been too many today, though. I've been able to handle it so far. Uh, it is all strange, isn't it, V-Miss? And maybe people are just grasping at straws here, especially with the recent rumors that, Savannah Guthrie is spending all this money to find her mother, and the sheriff's department saying they're no longer having, contact with the Guthrie family. How does someone who's conducting a criminal investigation on a high profile missing person all of a sudden have no contact with the victim's family? Eh, How do you do that? Especially when you seem to be in bed with them to publicly state to the whole world that everybody in the family is clear. Well, nobody is cleared. And now there's no communication. Which is it? You're in bed together or you're not? You know, there's so much going on here that we, the public, have not been privy to. I guarantee it. Hey, Kirsty, welcome in. Yeah, this is crazy. Oh, am I caught up on the chat? That's shocking. There's still 59 people in here. You guys shoot me some messages. Everybody, make sure to give me a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, I will beg you to subscribe because I need to get this up. The higher I can get the subscriber count, the more that it'll show YouTube that people are watching. Gosh, I feel like somebody has a dagger in my left shoulder and underneath my neck right now. Like somebody just came up and went, and it's in my back. Uh, it says, oh, I heard my little metric clock go kitching, kitching, 31:20. I've gained one. And I've been talking for 61 minutes. Well, maybe most of you that are watching are already subscribed. Could that be it? Wow, the numbers are crawling lately. I haven't given up yet, but I know some days I go like, how long can I do this? uh, and then when my new equipment didn't work out yesterday, it was just I was so deflated. My time is important to me. uh, Kirsty says Brian Inton has just said that the feds don't have a name for the suspects. I find this really hard to believe. Yeah, I find it hard to believe that the guy that we're talking about here is or could be connected to this. And I'm not saying that he is, but this is, has sort of become a true crime channel. So, no matter well, I already know what this guy's wanted for, but if he's wanted for more than what is publicly known and stated in court records, you know, go for it. Uh, help dog the bounty hunter. If you know where this guy is, call in a tip. Big fan 2883 says hello. Where are you coming in from, big fan? They're looking for this guy for something. And I like I said, I've got the criminal and civil history right in front of me. I know which criminal case that he's jumped bail on and exactly how much it is. A bail bondsman doesn't get involved in something where there's no like bail that's been jumped because there'd be no money in it for them. And he's not a private investigator like I am, where somebody could come to me and say, "Hey, I need you to help me with a missing person." You know, he's involved in cases where a known accused criminal has jumped bail. And this guy has jumped bail. But like I said, dog, he goes after people in Hawaii and Colorado. This is a big fish that he wants everybody to know about. And he said he could be anywhere, which means he could be anywhere in the world. But he is an LA County resident, or was. We don't know where he is right now. And we don't know the reason or reasons, plural, that dog is looking for. And I'll say it again, we don't know that this is or isn't connected to the Nancy Guthrie case, which is now in day 121. Gosh, I'm hoping that we're getting closer on that case. Everybody, hashtag justice for Nancy. Still got 59 people in the chat. Let me go back over to the main chat. And I appreciate everybody that is sending me the private messages as well. As long as they pertain to the case. No spam, please. Yes, hashtag justice for Nancy, says Kirsty. Yeah. I wish there was something more to tell you today, but there isn't. Uh, why is this gold button flashing? I got 2 out of 10. Okay, it says start another. Well, let's just change it to the gifts. There we go. Oh, thank you for the jewels. Quite a bit of jewels came in today. I appreciate that. Those really help. And those are pennies, but those pennies, they actually they add up. And Roger Forever, my gosh, you're the big spender today on the super chats. Thank you, Roger. Hey, Patricia. I really wish our bounty hunter Bill would come into the chat. Everybody knows Boston Bill. I wish he'd come into the chat. I know a lot of his lives come on the same time that I'm on, so I don't get to see them when they're actually live. And I don't know how often he goes on. He's got a small YouTube channel like myself, so um, I would love to talk to him about this, so just to, pick his brain with his expertise. Because my expertise is not bounty hunting. I mean, I know how it is and how it works, but I am not a licensed bounty hunter, or nor have I ever been a licensed bounty hunter. But I have great respect for people who have done that type of career. Whether you're a lawyer or you're a cop or you're a soldier for our country, you're a private investigator, you're a state investigator, you're a bounty hunter, you're all searching for justice. Patricia, do I think that Nancy is buried in the desert? I don't know that, but an FBI agent who is retired that I consulted with does firmly believe that. And he knows less about this case than I do. He only followed it for a month, but he believes that she is long gone and in the desert. Is, but I don't think she is a living person at this time, based on her age and her multiple health concerns and the lack of medication. Kelly Girl on Fire says this guy does look scary and dangerous. I shudder to think. I know he does, doesn't he? But a lot of people seem to think that T looks that way too. And he's the one of the primary caregivers. I don't know. His wife she scares the crap out of me. Hard to believe that she's Savannah's sister. It's just, Oh, you're welcome, Patricia. Yeah, and I haven't even looked into potential crimes in other states or other countries. I just searched California on this guy because Dog said that he has a California driver's license, but he could be anywhere. But I just find it very interesting that Dog is looking for a bail jumper who jumped bail in California. But is that why he's looking for him? Or is he looking for him for some other purpose that we are not privy to at this time? We're talking about this man who's on Dog's Facebook page. We're talking about Kenny Arsene Marie Louise Rowland. Yeah, I'd guarantee you he'll be the only person on earth that's got that name. But you do have multiple spellings of the last name. It's always easier to find people when you do have like the unique names like that. But if they're criminals, you have to think about alternate spellings and aliases. And it's just going to require a lot of legwork. Someone in the street. Oh no. Okay, see you in 24 hours. Oh, God, Nate has a lot of spare time on his hands, doesn't he? Oh boy. Hey, where are you going out for your anniversary, Jay? Tell Roger to take you someplace good. Take you to a nice restaurant in Indy. Patricia says, too bad America's Most Wanted isn't involved in looking for this guy. Well, America's Most Wanted, that type of a show, which I don't even know if that's on the air anymore. Um, they typically look for someone with an identity. Because people had asked me that before. Why doesn't Dog get involved and be looking for the guy? Well, who would Dog be looking for? If we don't have an identity, he can't go out there and say, I'm looking for front porch guy. He's got to have a person who's a bail jumper as a bounty hunter to go look for with a name. Oh, you're already at the restaurant, BJ's Brew House. Oh, that sounds good. I hope you're having something good. And you know what? Because it is your anniversary, you guys should treat yourself to a little dessert. Everybody, type in the chat, happy anniversary, Jay and Roger. They've been longtime subscribers to my YouTube channel. Very nice folks. Have something good. Jane says, happy, happy. Okay, well, we're already 72 minutes into this. Oh, wow. Salmon for dinner and strawberry shortcake. I would love that. I love strawberry shortcake. I haven't had that in years, but I would love it. And salmon is so healthy, especially if it's wild caught salmon. Hopefully, it's wild caught. Oh, that sounds good. With a side of rice or a side of mashed potatoes. Oh, that would be so good. I could eat that right now. I don't eat a lot before I come on live. I eat more in the evening. You should eat more during the day than you do in the evening, but I kind of perk up, after dark like a vampire. Then my appetite kind of, once I get hydrated for the day and get my body gets moving, then I get more hungry as the day goes on. But that's awesome. Well, you guys are lucky to have each other. Bless the both of you. You like dill sauce on your salmon. Never had that before. Oh, wow. Well, happy anniversary, Jay and Roger. Well, I was hoping my bounty hunter friend Bill would come in during this chat. If you're seeing this on the replay, Bill, shoot me a message. Probably not wild. Oh, that means farm raised with rice and salmon. Kathy says her 4-inch Christmas cactus has a bud for a bloom on it. I've got a cat and she gets into everything, so I don't have any plants here. And if you notice, I put in the Hollywood background where I am. I'm in LA today for the green screen since we weren't talking directly about Nancy today. We were talking more about the skinny Arsene Marie Louise Roland. I think it's interesting that Dog's poster has it Roland, and the official court records that I have in Los Angeles for the same guy is Roeland. So he must have some sort of official ID with the Roland. And he does look Armenian to me. I don't know that he is, but he does look Armenian, and he's associated with Armenian women and Armenian attorneys. So maybe he is part Armenian. But 6'1", 205 pounds, which is not that heavy for someone who's 6'1". Black hair. and brown eyes, and he could be anywhere according to Dog. I don't know, Patricia. I don't know, and I did see the owner walk by the window later, but I never heard the lady come back with the cat, and I didn't wanna, like, bother her. It's a good thing I was on the air when that happened because if I hadn't and I'd heard the cat screaming, I would have run outside, and I probably would have run into her at that moment, and that's a very hard emotional moment when you walk out of that house with the carrier, possibly for the last time. So it's a good thing I probably was live and couldn't go out there and just, say, "Hey, what's up?" and "How's the cat?" and "Oh, you have 2 cats, Jay?" I know. Marie Louise is a French nobility origins. That's just it's odd. And the guy doesn't look effeminate. I mean, and the guy's eyebrows are, like, huge. They're not a match at all for the eyebrows of Front Porch Guy, not at all. I mean, unless this guy went to a salon and totally changed his appearance, like, I just don't believe that that's Front Porch Guy. But, there could be another reason that there probably is another reason the Dog is looking for him. I just find it odd that, this has been posted nationwide and this guy's from California. He could be anywhere, but Dog is in Hawaii and Colorado where he's licensed. So I just, and then this was right after one of our regular viewers, Bill, who is a retired bounty hunter, comes in and, lets us know that something's up. Something's brewing, something's cooking. So, but rumors get started. Just like Z-Man took himself out in the Culver's parking lot with LD, or he was LD, or was the same man, and no, and everybody ran with it. And this guy wakes up in Jordan going, "What? I'm an unaliver. I'm a kidnapper. I'm DEAD. Like what?" Oh my gosh! But there is a connection though between him and LD through the car, which is interesting to me because, you know, if Z really has been out of the country for 6 years, how does he know so much about that car and the transaction and who paid and who bought and how they paid for it? Just saying. But this video is more about this Roland character today. Oh, cool, Kathy. Yeah, if anybody, I just thought I'd ask my audience. And once again, we don't know if this guy's connected to this Nancy Guthrie case, and everybody on my channel is innocent until proven guilty. And I like Dog. He's um a former convicted criminal who turned his life around and has helped um catch a lot of bad people in his career, and more power to him. Good luck, Dog. We'll pray for Dog the Bounty Hunter tonight, along with our prayers for Nancy Guthrie and Savannah and family. Hi, Deborah. I'm just getting ready to go off the air, honey, but you can come back and watch me on the replay. I was watching live and they were saying it was LD's brother that unalived himself. No, he was in Phoenix, as far as I know. That would be Matt Daly. There was so much information about that night that was so chaotic. I look at it as another sus they will have to figure out. Okay, good night, Jane. And everybody, I think I'm going to go get. Former FBI says Porch Guy is DEAD. They said that he possibly is. They don't know for sure. If they knew who he was, they would, they would let us know. Like, hey, here's Front Porch Guy. It's a possibility, but I can tell you that The person that I believe could be Front Porch Guy or is at least connected to Front Porch Guy is not DEAD. But thanks for coming in, Kathy. Uh, enjoy your anniversary, Jay and Roger. Thank you, Roger, for the super chats. That strawberry shortcake and that salmon and rice. Oh, that sounds so good. I need some more of those gift cards bought from the store. And then I start going down the restaurant list going, "Do you have salmon and, rice and strawberry cheesecake?" Gene, "Oh, sent a headliner? I've never seen that one before." Wow, that was huge. That came across the screen big. Um, oh, it was 1,500 joules? Oh my god. That's a lot, Gene. Thank you. No wonder. I guess the more pennies that are spent on those, the bigger they come across the screen because most of them just go up at the top of my chat and they're real tiny and they disappear so quick. Like if I turn my head like this for one moment, I'll miss it. But that one was like huge. Did you guys see that too, everybody? And broccoli, Jay, that is one of the vegetables that I actually like. And my mother never made broccoli for us. Even though she's a Midwestern girl, she never made broccoli or broccoli. She made mostly meat and potatoes. Oh my gosh. I can't even eat that stuff now. But broccoli, I used to eat it at Sunset Gower Studios for years when I was doing television shows there. We had SAG-AFTRA caterers, and they always made like really good food, and they always had like really good broccoli. And I'm not a big green eater, so that sounds terrific. Salmon, rice, broccoli, and strawberry cheesecake. Oh my god. I've eaten like 2 boiled eggs today and a breakfast bar. So I just like, oh my god. Jay. Oh, oh. Fuber, I have to take you out. I'm hangry. I know, Jane, right? Getting hangry. That was huge. 1,500 joules. And that counts in June. So that means if I make enough money in June, the earliest I will see a check for those joules and Roger's super chats today will be July 21st. But hey, June's a short month, so let's get it going. Oh my gosh. Right now, it's the super chats and the jewels that are supporting the channel. I have to get it turned around though so that the royalties from the views far outweigh the amount of donations that are coming in. I mean, the donations, yeah, those are great, but I got to get those views up. So everybody subscribe, like the videos, comment on the videos, share the videos, get the word out there. Oh, is that what Roger's having too, Jay? Is he having the same? Or is that just what you're eating tonight for your anniversary? Oh, it just sounds so good. And that's such a healthy meal, too. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the chat's going to go off the rails now because let's go to, is it BJ's Brewing House? Do we have one of those in LA? Ringy dingy dingy. There might be a restaurant with that name in Burbank, but it would be in downtown Burbank if it is. I don't think I have one of those near me. Mm. Wow, that was cool. I've never received one of those before. Gene Newbeck, the headliner. I've never seen one like that. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Hopefully YouTube will have like a promotion again where they'll give all their viewers and their content creators a certain amount of, jewels that'll, can be credited to everybody's accounts for handing them out. Because I love to hand out mine to the smaller creators. Those are so nice. They never even had those when I was first, into YouTube, so that's just only been out for about a year now. But thank you, everybody. I'm gonna go get something to eat, probably a turkey burger with some Dijon mustard. That's probably what I'm gonna eat, and then the oven's gonna heat up the whole house, but you know what? I gotta eat something, so, you guys have a good night. Everybody, thanks for coming, and I will see you soon, hopefully. Love you.